This is MIKAEEL. Welcome to my show Lead the Way, in which I interview leaders, business owners, and creative minds that are making a difference during these challenging times. Frank Lloyd Wright once said, "Architecture is the triumph of human imagination over materials, methods, and men to put man into possession of his own earth." Today, I am honored to interview one of the best architects on this planet. Malika Junaid is the founder of an award-winning architecture firm in Palo Alto, California called M Designs Architects. Hi Maki, thanks for hosting me at your house in Palo Alto. This home makes me feel like I'm in a spaceship.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I'm very excited to give my interview to you. You're the famous person here.
Yeah, I'm excited. This house is amazing.
Thank you.
Malika, is it true that your early inspiration comes from architecture in Europe, but your designs are so modern and in Europe it's so old?
Well, you know what? Inspiration can come from anywhere, right? Like when I was in 7th grade, I am from Pakistan, so it's very historic architecture there. And we used to travel to Europe a lot. So I would see like these different buildings, and then I'll go back home and I'll see these different buildings. I'm like, wow. And then you learn so much about history from architecture, right? Like you look at a building and it tells you the history of what happened at that time. So I was really inspired by that. Being modern actually just evolved. I always, when I went to school, my favorite architect is Frank Lloyd Wright. And Falling Waters, one of his projects, I just loved it. But I think it was a journey. It wasn't intentional that I liked modern architecture or that's the only thing I wanted to do. We do a lot of different styles, but this is just something that I'm very passionate about. I just like everything clean, simple, straight lines.
Yeah, a lot of people like stuff clean, like my mom. Malika, I recently interviewed the mayor of Miami Beach, and we discussed the rising sea levels. The mayor told me that he is raising the street levels in his city. The environmental problem here is the forest fires. Please tell us about your green initiatives.
Well, you know what? It has to be a combined green initiative for all of us. Your age group is gonna play a big part in this role. I mean, I would encourage all the youngsters to get involved because you are gonna change how this world is gonna be operating in the future. What we've done in our small way, architects have a huge impact, right? Like, you know, when there is just land, like you see right there is nothing on it, correct?
Yes.
But if you put a building on it, you're kind of touching the natural topography that is there. When you do that, you have to minimize the impact. So the reason for all these sea level rising and all these forest fires are mostly human made, right? The natural balance of the world is getting disbalanced. What we are trying to do is when we make a home, we try our level best that our homes are sustainable, they do the least impact as possible, but there's still an impact. But what can we do? So we use solar so that we are trying to use whatever natural resources to power the house. This house or most of our projects have recycled water, so we do gray water system, we recycle and we use it as a drip system for our landscaping. We also use it to flush the toilets. So that way we are not wasting our resources, right? We also have rainwater harvesting. Wherever it's raining, we collect that and then use it for our washing machines or again, flushing the toilets. But these are the kind of things that I think if everybody starts doing their part, it makes a huge difference. Now, if you look at the fires, what we do in our design, we do buffers. So even though it looks like we're surrounded with trees, and of course we don't want to cut the natural resources down. Here in Los Altos Hills, we are not allowed to. We give buffers. So from our homes, we are trying that we create these buffers of fire, just in case there is an issue. And if there is fire, we have some breather between our structures and the forest. So I think as humans, if we all can do our little part of recycling, gas emissions, just trying to be aware that this is something that is given to us. It's not necessarily that we deserve it. We have been given this earth, and we really need to take care of it. So I think if we can be that careful, it's going to be a better place for us and for you guys to live.
Yes. Guys, be careful. Your company, M Designs Architects, employs many people. What impact have COVID-19 had on your business?
That's a very great, it's a huge question, I think, for a lot of our small businesses, right? In our case, we have a small team, but it's big enough for Bay Area where when the COVID hit, we were a little confused, like how is it going to impact our business? How is it going to impact all this residential market around here? And also, how will it impact the health and safety of our people, right? So California was a little bit, I would say, in fact, quite a bit more on being conservative. So they took a lot of steps before the rest of the states did. So we were shut down really like right in the beginning of March. We had told all our workers that they should work from home. But I think technology plays a big part. Like a lot of small architectural firms, I know they folded because they didn't have the tech in order to survive. Whereas in our company, we didn't have one day where we were down because everything is on Box, which is in the cloud. We have all our laptops that we could pick up and take home and start working. Everything is digital. We were using Microsoft Teams, so we were all very connected. In fact, we got more connected than we were in the office. And the reason is now you're seeing people in their homes, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So we were like getting to like, oh, you need to take your dog for a walk. Please go for it. Is your son working? It's okay. Take your time. So I think we all were very supportive of each other. I have a beautiful team, my business partner and I, and we like worked with them to talk to them and say, hey guys, we know that this is a new set of way of doing things. We need to collectively figure out how to survive and also make sure that we don't stop giving efforts to our clients because we need to make sure our service doesn't go down. So that was, I think we were amazed. We have such a good team that everybody was able to come together and make this happen. Of course, you and I, and we've been tested and we can stand close to each other. And of course, we are related. So we've been living together for a while. That's why we are not wearing masks and we are staying close. But otherwise, we are keeping our distance. We are all really quarantining ourselves. And Bay Area is still not opened up. And the beauty is most of our clients, all tech industry has given everybody to work from home. And I think that was the biggest reason why we've done really good at the COVID section. But economy is doing pretty good on this side. So overall, I think it has been an adjustment, but we've been one of the lucky ones who were able to go with the flow because of all the tech we had in the office.
You guys seem like you were pretty controlled with COVID.
I think so. You know, there were a lot of things which you will appreciate. I know you like games. That, you know, all our projects are done on virtual reality and we use Oculus glasses. So right now we couldn't get our clients to wear the Oculus glasses, but we would just email them the videos and they could walk through it and we can walk them through the plans and everything. So we were really lucky.
Malika, STEM education is very important. What message do you have for kids who want to go into the field of architecture?
You know, I think your age group and all these kids who are going to be graduating in the next 10, 15 years, we don't even know what kind of professions are going to be available, right? I mean, look at it, the computer age, when computers came into being, a lot of people who are actually engineers or working in that field, those fields didn't even exist, right? So by the time you come, who knows? I mean, you might not even need to get a license because the cars will be driving themselves. As you saw here in Bay Area, they're testing them already, right? So for architecture, I think virtual reality, trying to learn these softwares that you can actually communicate your message to the clients, that's important. And I think just learning about environment and how to be conscious about your design efforts so that you can actually design something that will have the least impact I know the homes you see on our website and the ones you're standing in right now, it looks like it's a huge impact. It looks very modern. It kind of stands out. But the footprint impact is what we're talking about, where if you're taking dirt out, how is it being removed from site? You know, how are you, whatever earth you disturbed, how do you accommodate for that? So those studies, I think, is very important for the youngsters to do. I think you guys are so savvy, and you know, I mean, look at you. You're taking an interview at your age where I didn't even know what to do, you know, at that age. So I think you guys will do way more than, I think we'll be taking advice from you all rather than us. But right now, what at least I know of is Revit, AutoCAD. These are the courses that I always suggest people to take, because it'll give you the edge when you get into college.
What is your inspiration for this home? And can we do a tour for our audience?
Oh, I would love to give you a tour. The inspiration was my family. So both my daughters and my husband. Well, basically all of us love this area. We like hiking, we like biking, we like outdoors, we like to have chickens. And we just wanted to be very close to downtown, but still be further away where it feels like you're not close to a city. So this area was perfect for us. And the inspiration for the house started off that we all are swimmers, we like swimming, so we really wanted the pool indoors. So that was our first thing. And then the second, my husband loves Star Wars and Star Trek. I mean, they're huge fans. So my husband, and he's an engineer, so he said, I'm gonna throw challenges at you and see if you can do something with it. So he said, can you incorporate Star Trek somewhere in the house? And you know, when you listen to it, what does that show you? I'm like, oh my God, that's like a Hollywood movie. Like, I'm not putting a Star Trek thing in the house. So I said, okay, let's come up with something abstract to put in. So you'll see when we walk through, we have a dining room, which is like the Star Trek Enterprise. Then we have the elevator, which is Beam Me Up Scotty. And then we have a Star Wars theme in the theater room. So it's been a combined effort of the whole family in putting this together. So I can say that I had amazing clients and that we all just thoroughly enjoyed the process.
It's really cool putting Star Trek and Star Wars into a house.
Yeah, now we can go ahead and take a look at it.
Malika, in my show, I always do a challenge with my guests.
Oh boy.
And today, I will challenge you to a game of foosball and basketball.
Oh my God.
He's really good at basketball, and I'm good at foosball.
So let's see how it goes.
Let's see. Okay, now it's 2-2.
All right,
Let's see who'll win.
All right, guys, this is intense.
Oh my gosh! Good game, good game. She won by 1 point. One point.
God, we did it.
Guys, next time you think of building a new house, check out M Designs Architects for inspiration. All the links to M Designs are down below. Mika out.